So recently in my fake facts videos, my introductory topics have been polarizing to say the least, claiming bullying isn't as big a deal as people make it out to be, or that gender identity is unnecessarily confusing. But to be quite honest with you people, those topics were just testing the waters for the issue I really want to talk about in this video. That's right, get excited. Because those themes are child's play compared to the controversial opinions I got cooked up for you today. When you hear my opening statement regarding this opinion, I urge you to keep your laptops open and not broken. I know it's going to make you want to smash things, but please refrain and give me time to explain my point of view. You ready? The truth is, I fucking hate spiders. I know most of your mouths have fallen open at this point and you're stifling gasps of shock and awe. It's natural, I understand, but hear me out. Have you ever seen a spider in your room while you're getting ready for bed, so you decide to stay up another 4 hours? As far as I'm concerned, when I come back into that room hours later and don't see that spider, it must have committed suicide somewhere far away and had a friend bury it very deep in the ground, right? I'm starting to think that all spiders come with a side of arrhythmia because I've never seen one without waking up in the hospital. And they're such a waste of good money, too, because every time one shows up in my bathtub, I have to foreclose my house. But what is it specifically about spiders that causes us to be repulsed by them? Oh, everything? Every single thing about them? If you saw a human with any aspect of a spider, you would drown them in pesticide. 8 legs? I'll run you over with my car while you haunt my nightmares. Furry fangs? You'll be shot at with arrows from a distance like Skyrim, because God knows I'm not getting close enough to plunge a sword in your face. 4 eyes? I'll call you a nerd and shove you in a locker. And if you spit silk out of your asshole, you're getting incinerated. I blame Lord of the Rings for this, because it seems like every Nordic sort of medieval game now is a goddamn spider cave. I used to think medieval times would be the best period to live in, but now that there's giant-ass spiders roaming the forests, eating deer, and spitting poison at everyone, and you would think that hating arachnids so much I would take joy in killing them, but I've never once killed a spider because I refuse to get close enough. To this day, I will wake my dad up at 3 a.m. like, you have to come get rid of this monstrosity hanging from my ceiling, waiting to crawl into my mouth while I'm sleeping and digest itself. That shit happens. Spiders think your mouth is a cave, so they crawl right in and then lose their octopal footing and become a midnight snack. I'm terrified. Why is there always a spider in my downstairs bathtub? Every third time I go in there, there's a different abomination sitting on the floor of the tub like it expects me to give it a bath. Oh, I'll get my dad to give you a bath. You can ride the current all the way back to the sewers whence you came and then stay there with the mutant poop and reanimated condoms. Spiders are too stationary. It's creepy. The way they stay motionless in their webs for hours on end, waiting for their targets like they're fucking sniper ghost warrior. That's why it's so jarring when they move. Have you ever been staring at a spider that's been holding position the entire time, and then all of a sudden it starts to dart off? Horror movies could not capture a bigger jump scare. I mean, what do spiders think they're doing inside anyway? You're not going to be catching any flies. It's not like we rented this house. Spiders are an important part of our planet's ecosystem. If every spider dropped off the face of the earth, human life would be extinct within 20 years. Best 20 years of my life, good riddance, I say. Fake facts? Question 1 comes to us from like 30 people, who asks, hey, I sent you a friend request on PSN because a lot of the games you play advertise your username in the videos you make, probably much to the chagrin of yourself, and I'm wondering why you haven't added me? Don't you want people you don't know sending you party invitations all the livelong day? Strangely, no. I do want to get this across, though, that I do appreciate the people who have been sending me complimentary messages over PSN. I like to read them to John and remind him that no one will ever send him messages like that. It makes him sad, which gives me a boner. Chances are I won't accept your request no matter how nice you are because I'm an exclusively reclusive asshole, the kind we've all grown to love. It's not you, it's me. It's a problem because this is the part of the path to fame that I dislike, the part where your fan base is small enough that you can't claim volume when you're avoiding interacting with them. I mean, I'd love to answer your question personally, but it's just, I have these 4,000 other fans who are, actually, you're the only comment today, but still, I'm just swamped over here. It feels like I'm drowning in recognition. They're not even all fans. Right now I have 4,200 subscribers, probably 200 at most would consider themselves fans, and I love having fans, especially female fans who should voice their fanhood more often. But generally fans are like grandparents. You just sort of let them talk and praise you like, yeah, that's great, Grandpa. Oh, thanks, Grandma. Yeah, okay. I'll talk to you soon, okay? No, yeah, I promise. And then when they die, you try to get out of going to the funeral. They think we were close. We were not close. But keep sending messages. I am reading them, if that's any consolation. Question 2 comes to us from Staff Sergeant Gandalf, who asks, would you ever consider joining the army? If Call of Duty has taught me anything, it's that if I were to be enlisted overseas, I know for a fact that I'd be killed by a fucking camper. The shot came from over there! That building with like 8 windows! Wow, window shoppers? Really? I'm gonna lose my life because of a hard-scoping bitch? Although I have to admit, if I saw one of my comrades die by a 360 jumping no-scope, I would laugh my ass off while I killed the 12-year-old responsible, who would probably be actually 12 years old. Hate kids anyway. In war movies, you see guys taking 5 or 6 shots before they go down juggernaut assholes. The truth is, my biggest fear is IEDs. The number one cause of death for me in World at War was bouncing Bettys. I just know I'd be in a situation where I'm tasked with flanking some bitch-ass camper, but oh, what do you know, we planted fucking claymores all over the place and now I'm in pieces. But you're playing with your real life here. If I was a troop, I'd be cheap as hell too. Got my riot shield, C4, and the fast hands perk, let's do this. Am I dead or am I in last stand? You'll know when I put a couple more bullets in your head while I point my crotch at you. Okay, someone revive me, please? Guys, I'm bleeding out. No, I don't need a stretcher. Just stick me with a needle. I'll get back to full health. What are we playing to anyway? Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe and stuff, and I'll play myself off.